these songs are originals.
Yeah, it's all original music. Yeah.
Who wrote the lyrics to Pebble Beach? That was your lyrics as well?
My wife wrote the lyrics to Pebble
Okay.
Beach actually, and she pretty much wrote the melody as well. And I explained this on the Jazz 80 interview, but I'll just quickly explain it again. I wrote the tune on guitar, and I don't really play very much guitar. I play enough guitar to write some tunes and to screw around. I played in a rock band for a while, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I wrote the tune on guitar, and she was hanging around. We were living in, her parents had a condo up in Door County, Wisconsin, and we were living there in the summers playing a lot of gigs, and she was walking around the condo, and I was playing on guitar, and she started, I was humming this melody, and she was kind of humming a similar melody, and then she started writing lyrics, just started singing, and I was like, that's perfect, I was like, those are great lyrics, write them down, get a pad of paper out, So she ran and grabbed a pad of paper and started writing them out. So we played that tune in her band for a while, but since it was my tune and I actually liked the tune, it's about a beach that we used to go to in Door County called Pebble Beach, the beach of pebbles, if you can imagine. And skip rocks, lay out on the pebbles, whatever. It was just a place of serenity, in the busy summers, working up in Door County and playing a lot of gigs up in Door County. It was just a beautiful nature, to see that kind of thing. It was wonderful. So the tune was titled Pebble Beach, and there's the beginning there, the two horns playing a half step from each other, which is real dissonant. And you're supposed to sort of feel the anxiety of everyday life sort of slipping away, and then it goes into this beautiful melody that my wife sings so wonderfully, and so it's kind of like you're heading to the beach and the anxiety sort of slipping away, and it goes into this great melody, and then it comes back as you're leaving the beach. So yeah, it's a cool tune. I like it, and Janet did a great job with the lyrics and the melody. So.
Okay, so how are we to understand the album then? Is the whole album supposed to be organized around the notion of your response to your father's death and also to your celebration of his life?
Yeah.
The whole album. So, but some of these songs, of course, you wrote before
Yeah.
his death.
Yeah, some of them I wrote before his death, and a few of those, Banana Lady, Tears, Tears, Pebble Beach, Just Wait for Spring, tunes like that. And first of all, I included on the album because I like the tunes, but also because each one of the people that the tunes were written for, Pebble Beach was written for my wife, and Tears, Tears was written for my best friend, Andrew Stoll, who lives in Milwaukee, and Fred Sturm. Those people were there for me, were there for me when my dad passed, and I really wanted to honor those people on the record, and especially my wife. She's been so amazing through this whole thing, and so understanding, and when it's like you just want a distraction, all you want is a distraction. You just want to go see a movie and just turn your brain off for 4 hours so you don't have to think about it. I don't know if I saw any 4-hour movies, but 3 hours, 2.5 hours. She was just so wonderful and so understanding, and she's been so great. And Andrew Stoll, who I haven't talked about yet, really, was my roommate my senior year of college, and he lost his brother to Crohn's disease during our senior year, and we sort of went through that together. And when my dad passed, it was almost like I was supposed to go through that with him because he was supposed to go through this with me. It's been a very whirlwind of emotions and circumstances, but Andrew came and he slept on the hospital floor next to me, Friday night, the night that I drove into Illinois. He was just there for me the whole time, and I had a lot of wonderful friends from my fraternity, Phi Mu Alpha Symphonium, which is what the music fraternity I was in undergrad. They all came down, and it was just great to have the support, from my friends, and Andrew was one of those guys, so Andrew's special. I mean, he's really an amazing person. So that's why I included those tunes on the record. They were very important people, and they played a huge role. They have played a huge role in my, getting back into normalcy after losing my dad, which is something that if you've ever lost a parent, I mean, anytime I think you lose a parent, doesn't matter how young you are, um, it's devastating, you know. And it took a long time to sort of be able to start to feel normal again, you know. And you never really do. You know, it's like today the Steelers lost to the Oakland Raiders, and all I wanted to do was call my dad. You know, and a few weeks ago there were some old Steelers at the bar that I go to. There were some Steelers in the bar, and you know, all I wanted to do was call my dad and go, hey, you know, so and so is at the bar right now. Um, so that kind of stuff, you know, that kind of stuff is hard when you have to relive it every single time. You think, and I know that the people that have dealt with the same thing have done this. You know, they feel the same exact way. They know exactly what I'm talking about. So, you know, so that's why, you know, ultimately why I included tunes like that. You know.
Okay, well, I think that about does it. I'm really thankful for you to talk that you talked to me. I'm really looking forward to hearing you at the Dakota. That's this Saturday.
That's this Saturday. Yep,
The
December
late night
12th.
show, I believe, at 11 or 11:30.
11:30. Yeah, if you get there around 11. Yeah.
And it's the cheaper beers at the Dakota for the late night show.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So thank you, Adam.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Sure.
All right.